Hello everyone, welcome to the Event Tech Live US and Canada, actually, a startup competition. That's a bit strange. I usually say this for the UK show. This is our inaugural competition. These are the first three finalists we've had of this competition for the US event. I'd like to give you a little bit of an overview and kind of why we want to support startups at Event Tech Live. So we've been a startup ourselves as a company. We know how hard it is in those initial days to get recognized, to get visibility, and just to get your name out there. And even more so in the tech world, there's so many technology companies, there's so many event technology companies, it's really difficult to get any visibility. We wanted to provide a platform in order to provide the startups within the sector something that they could use to really get their name out there, and hopefully we've done that through this initiative. This initiative also means that these three finalists also get some money and some prize funds and some help and some support to take them even further after this day. And that includes a 7,000 check for the gold prize, silver is 4,000 and bronze is 3,000, and they can use that with eventindustrynews.com to market themselves to the sector, hopefully further driving the awareness of their business through. So I'd now like to invite our three judges to say hello and invite themselves and introduce themselves to you guys, the audience. Judges, how are we doing?
Amazing,
Great,
amazing.
excited.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you
So
all
happy to
for
be here.
giving us some time today. Abby, I'm going to start with you. Could you just give us a quick introduction on who you are and who you work for?
Yep, so my name is Abby Cannons and I am Global Innovation Success Manager at Reed Exhibitions, just rebranded to RX today. So yeah, been working in the industry for about 14, 15 years, something like that. And yeah, my job is to look at new tech companies and help the businesses around the world to roll out to the trade shows that we have globally.
Much, Abby. Michael, I'm going to come to you next. Michael, can you give us who you are and where you work as well?
Hi, thanks a lot, Adam. So, yeah, I'm still trying to find my calling in life, but currently I'm the CEO of Wolf Summit. It's a Central and Eastern European-based startup investor matchmaking summit. We've been organising this for about 5 years now, and also the CEO of Wolf Digital, which is a digital agency that works exclusively with Hopin, servicing third-party clients, etc. So nice to see you all, and best of luck to all of the finalists.
Thank you very much for joining us, Michael. And Tess, tell us who you are and what you do.
Okay, my name is Tess Vismail. I am an event technologist and chief event executioner for myself, which is iSocial Execution. And I try very hard to help empower our events industry and event professionals around the power of tech, the mystique of tech, and helping them get comfortable around that event tech. So this is one of my favorite events in the world, and I'm so happy to be here. And really good luck to the startups because we look to you for all of the ideas and innovation for the future.
Thank you very much, Tess. Right, so this is how it's going to go. We're going to invite these three finalists back in order. They're going to give us their 3-minute pitches, and then we're going to come back to the judges for questions and deliberations. So, judges, I'd like to now allow you to go off to the green room, backstage in WhatsApp, and watch the pitches and deliberate. And then let's invite our three finalists also to the stage so we can introduce those guys, have a quick chat to them, and they can do their pitches. Welcome, startups.
Hey, thank you.
First of all, congratulations. You know, not only being shortlisted, but making it to the final. That in itself, you should be very proud of. There's quite some competition this year. Quite a lot of startups entered, huge amounts of votes. So to be here today at this point, it's really, really good. Right, let's have a look. I'm just checking my notes here because this is quite a complex session, this. So in no particular order, I'm going to introduce you. And if I get any of your names wrong, I do really apologize. So we have Canapii? Have I got that right, guys?
Canopy. Perfect.
Yeah.
Canopy.
Canapii. Twigged and VI Events. Give us all a wave. Thank you very much. Say hi. So as you know, you have all won a prize at this point, but you're now vying for those bronze, silver, and gold positions. Let's start in alphabetical order. Canapii, we have Rita and Eleanor. How are you? How are you feeling today?
Yeah, we're good.
We're good. We're so happy to be here.
We're very excited, and we've loved the event. So being here at this stage is pretty exciting.
It really is. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Oh, fantastic. A duo, and then we have another duo. We have Matt Coyne from Twigged. Matt, how are you doing? Is this an intern? What have we got here?
Yeah, we've stooped to a new level for apprenticeships, and she's very good at breaking stuff. So anything that we build, really gets put through the mill with her. and also I need to learn better to schedule care.
And now, Stas. Stas, welcome to the stage. Stas from VI Events. How are you feeling, mate? This is like the second final you've been in the last 6 months, right?
Yep.
At Events Live, because you got to the final in November.
Yes, thank you. And we're really excited. I'm really excited to be here. It's an amazing platform for startups to grow. So thank you, Adam, for the opportunity. And I think all the startups here agree how it's important. So thank you.
Yeah.
No, it's great to have you back, mate, and congratulations for making another final. That's a real test. I think that's the first we've had, so 2 finals in a row. That's a win in itself. Well, Stas, we're going to start with you. We're going to give you 3 minutes of the floor. Over to you. We'll bring you full screen and pitch away.
Hi, guys. So VII Events is all-in-one 3D virtual hybrid events platform. We're incredibly great for medium, big scale enterprise B2B and B2C events. We support events from 100 to 100,000 attendees and more. Our platform hosts different events, trade shows, expos, fairs, conferences, and more. We support the highest accessibility standards, so no attendee is left behind. We're a customer-centric startup with paying customers from day one. In less than 2 years, we have built a company and fantastic platform. So far, we hosted more than 250 enterprise-level events for companies such as Aero, ForcePoint, NICE, and more, with more than 550,000 attendees combined. We have the pleasure of helping top leading enterprises across the world execute incredible, memorable events for their clients and employees. Our business model is a full SaaS annual renewable subscription with unlimited events option. We are not focusing on a sale of a single event. We help our customers to build communities around their events. They use us on a daily basis for their webinars, meetings, product launches, and of course, for virtual and hybrid events. Our customers report increased ROI and increased lead generation results in hundreds of %. Events are about excitement, visual storytelling. Our customers create on our platform a freely branded and unique venues that tells their event story and create an engaging, unforgettable experience for attendees. We have 2 graphical engines. The first 3D point and click navigation. The second one is an immersive 3D engine that allows you to look 360 degrees in any direction. Our customer can use either or combine them both. And the best thing, we are fully web-based, no installation required. To drive meaningful engagement and lead generation, our real-time personalized analytics help you to get insight from event, big data, and analyze attendees' journey on a personal level. We are an end-to-end solution that includes registration, marketing automation, real-time personalized analytics, smart networking, live streaming, gamification, and more. We support multilingual events, smart matchmaking, networking with texting, video calls, and schedule meetings. Wide range of gamification options such as treasure hunt, leaderboard, escape room. We're a fast-growing startup. We have a highly skilled team with a passion that enable us to turn dreams into reality. Thank you for your time and opportunity to pitch at this STEAM event.
Fantastic pitch, Stas. Maybe a little shorter than your session earlier in the week. So thank you very much for that. We're going to have the next 2 pitches, and then we'll bring you all back for questions from the judges. Thank you very much, Stas. So next up, we have Canapii and the two co-founders. We should be bringing Rita and Eleanor back in. Hi guys, how are you doing?
Hi, we're good, thank you.
Are you ready?
We are. We're ready. Yeah, let's do this.
Okay, the floor is yours. 3 minutes on the clock. Off you go.
Starting any type of company, especially during the pandemic, you need to have ambition, you need to be open-minded, and you need to be slightly crazy. Well, I'm glad to say we've got all those qualities in our team. I'm Rita, I'm one of the co-founders of Canapii.
And I'm Eleanor, one of the co-founders of Canapii.
Our background is in events, so we would have attended this event in a different capacity before. But when the pandemic hit, we understood very quickly, very early, that our industry was about to change forever. And with that, jobs and careers in the event industry would change very quickly. So we were in this little room and we set out to create what we believe is the most advanced and user-friendly virtual and hybrid event management platform. Canapii serves from large corporate events of tens of thousands of people to graduation parties, birthday parties, board meetings, kickoff meetings, anything you can think of, we serve. So far, it's been used by over 6,000 organizations and by more than 70,000 users around the world.
And one of the reasons why we're able to have so many events and so many organizations using Canapii is because we are that simple end-to-end solution. So from first touch point of invites and save the dates to a customized registration experience to the on-the-day experience of live streaming and networking and gamification and interaction, all the way through to post-event analytics and surveying, it's all in one simple tool. But what we think is the coolest thing about Canapii is that it was built for and by a global audience. So our team built out to set Canapii unique for every global audience in the world. So we are a market leader with over 30 languages of closed caption translation, the full site translation of over 70 languages, compatibility in China with live streaming and time zone optimization. But although we are a global team of event specialists, we also realized that flexibility with event planning was critical as well. So we opted for Canapii to be a tool where you could switch on and off any feature with one click. So you could choose if you wanted to have gamification, surveying, live streaming, attendee lists, chats, networking, polling, all with one single click, and all within the same incredible branded space that you would get if you were running a 10-person birthday party or a 50-person conference, like Rita said.
So virtual and hybrid events, we know they're here to stay. We've heard it all throughout this event. Sustainability, diversity and inclusion, and every sort of accessibility are not buzzwords anymore. We have seen audience sizes growing up to 30%, which means we reach audiences in parts of the world where we wouldn't have been able to. And we have seen an increase of 25% of females attending the event. As a female co-founder, we love that stat.
Thank you.
Wow, another amazing pitch, guys. Well done. Is that a pool table in the background? Just out of interest?
It is. It is.
Could do with a game of pool right now. Well, guys, great pitch. We'll invite you back on stage for questions and obviously the final as well very shortly. Thank you very much. Let's bring Matt at Twigged to stage. Matt, how are you doing, mate?
I'm good, thank you. I'm hoping I can keep her quiet for 3 minutes. It's going to be a new record, so let's see.
I'm expecting a dual act here, mate. I'm expecting her to take the lead. No, and over to you, mate. 3 minutes, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. With so many event tech businesses focusing on new virtual platform and ways to connect, no one was looking at often the first part of data capture for an event, community, or brand, which is registration. It hasn't really been completely revolutionized since the World Fair in 1906, bold statement. How many of you have been frustrated with your current registration experiences? I'm introducing you to Twigged, where we're reinventing the reg experience, delivering fast, accurate event registration. We identified 3 core problems with registration that we aim to solve. The first one being registration takes too long. Last year, I was filling in an event form with the same old information that I fill in every single year, talking to people in and out of the industry. I quickly realized that we share the same frustration as a common bugbear. Registration takes too long. The second problem is data being captured in long registration forms is unreliable. As we started to analyze lots of different events and reg forms, we noticed that they're all falling at the same hurdle. They were struggling to guarantee accuracy and up-to-date information because of time taken to complete registration. You've all been there yourself, I'm sure. Ticking a box showing a number of questions dropped down, tick the next box and fewer questions appeared. So I would tick the shortest possible route to get me out of registration and into the event, so the data I was handing over to access the event was inaccurate. Problem 3 is data ownership. We all know there's a lot of conversations occurring now about who owns the data. Is it the organizer? Is it the supplier? What part of it do each own, and so on. As we see a trend across the globe, people are taking back control of their data with platforms such as Brave.com taking that to the next level. Can we make it easier for people to have control of their data and see what's gone where? Yes, we can. The solution is Twigged, your fast registration global events wallet for corporate events, exhibitions, and conferences. We deliver fast and more accurate data from registration. Before I finish this presentation, with a click of a simple button, you can create an account and register for your next event in less than 30 seconds by answering short, succinct, and benchmark questions, saving the attendee time and capturing more consistent and accurate data at your events. We create immediate engagement by being platform agnostic application. Being able to integrate with any event tech platform, database, or marketing solution, we can support event organizers of any scale in creating more seamless experience for their customers and events. Thirdly, users are able to see what events they've registered for and where their data is being used in the Twigged platform, offering greater transparency to event goers and organizers. Twigged, click, engage, repeat. Your fast registration and global events wallet. Thank you.
Fantastic pitch, Matt. Fantastic pitch. Well done. And special commendation to the little one in the front as well. Right. Let's bring everyone back on screen, including the judges. Hi, judges. How are we doing?
Great, great, great. Some good conversation back there backstage.
Awesome, awesome. No, I saw the WhatsApp; it was popping off here. Lots of questions, but let's start with Matt. Matt, Abby, I know in the WhatsApp you've got a question for Matt. So, what's your question for Matt, Abby?
Well, I'm going to ask the age-old question of what's the cost? So, how are you charging for this?
So we're trying to keep it super cost effective. Like the platform is nice and simple and easy to use, it's the same for cost. We want to keep it completely transparent with nothing hidden. So we're doing it a per event cost, for example, up to 1,000, up to 10,000, and up to 100,000 attendees for your event. So for example, the starter package is $495 for up to 1,000 attendees.
Awesome, awesome. Tough question. Michael, I know you've got a question for Canapii. So what's your question for Rita and Eleanor, please?
Yeah, so I have a couple actually, but I'll go with the first one. So this is to VI Events. How do you manage the in-person physical meetings flow? So for example, if we're at a large venue with distributed networking areas, is the algorithm smart enough to assign users to a meeting that's nearby for their next one?
Thank you. Thank you for your question about hybrid events and the networking feature. So we have an app that allows people by proximity to see the people who are close to you, and it highlights them and recommends them to you to start a conversation. And we have also different recommendations based on your previous experiences if you encountered people on events or selected a wish list. Besides that, another thing that we have on a hybrid front, we can recreate exactly the venue physically in a 3D space virtually, and the experience for the virtual attendees will be much more immersive. They will feel part of the event and not feel left out.
Okay, thanks.
Awesome. Tess, do you have a question maybe for Canapii?
Oh, yes. I love my women. Let's see how we're going to do this. So how many languages do you translate in and explain how the AI translation works from the producer's point of view? And I'm slipping a little bit there, that roadmap for that look like.
Yeah, of course. So Canapii is built on AWS. So we use AWS technology for all of our translation throughout the site and throughout our videos as well. So the full site translation, how it works is the platform is created in English and optimized in English, but you can go in and choose which language you want, and then the full site will machine learn translate into that language. And then for videos, it's primarily focused on live streaming and on-demand video, and it's automatic for both of those. So if you're a production agency that's streaming for an event into a virtual platform, you don't need to worry about syncing those closed captions with the feed stream. You can kind of choose which captions you'd like, which languages you'd like, and then it will automatically generate into the feed.
Okay. In your roadmap for the future? Just wanted to know the roadmap. Like, what will it change? Like, do you see it changing in terms of how you're using AI with the translations or for any other applications?
Yeah, good question. So Canapii has kind of got two sides of the coin. You've got the front end user experience and the kind of back end management system, and they're completely linked. Our back end management system is in English at the moment, but the plan is for us to be able to also have that system in multiple other languages, so that then the benchmark for any translation is simpler moving forward. So rather than it always translating from English, we want to have a centralized point in other languages to make it more accessible.
Thank you.
We find, sorry, just adding to that, we find that many companies use, they teach the machine before the events do happen, so that it picks up on any acronyms that are particular to that industry. So you can teach the machine before your events happen to pick that up.
Well, some really tough questions there, but some excellent answers, I must say. I guess now it's time. Oh, go on then. One more question. Abby, go on. One more question for fire away.
So, I mean, I had another question for Matt. I know it's, the pricing. I do want the pricing from the other two as well. But for Matt, was about shortening the number of questions that are being asked. Is the data that marketers want still stored in there? It's just that they're only entering it once rather than filling in lots and lots of questions elsewhere.
Yeah, so the goal is that we keep it short and simple to get more accurate data each time. So, if they're with your event, they'll share that information to you. And as they register for more of your events, obviously you as that event brand owner, you will start to capture more information. So you'll get that information, but you won't be getting shared information from other events. Obviously, we're keeping event to event separate. So there's no sort of, cross promotion between events or anything like that. It's your information. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Right. Let's ask that price question. I'm going to come to you first, Canapii. What's the pricing model? I know it's probably hard to say it's this price, but how is it priced? What's the pricing model for Canapii?
Yeah, so Canapii you can actually use for free. So we kind of started and built out Canapii so that really our customers could help our product growth, because then we could hear directly from them what they actually wanted, and then it kind of helps drive our product growth. So you can use Canapii for free for up to 75 attendees, and then it kind of goes up in level based on number of attendees that you want. So the next level up is 149, the next level after that 599, and then if you kind of want to unlock professional services, tens of thousands of attendees, it's a higher cost of around 4,000.
And if you are a non-for-profit organization, we're likely to do your event for free or a very high discounted price.
That's very good to hear. Stas, VI Events, pricing model, please.
Thank you. So we work in an annual renewable subscription, and it depends on different things that you want to have on your virtual event. How big is your custom venue that you are building for you? How many concurrent attendees you're going to have? Let's say we are speaking about 10,000 attendees concurrent, which is a very big event. And you have unlimited options to host events. You can host event on a daily basis or twice a month, how much you want. So the price is about $15,000 per year, and you have the entire venue and everything, all the features available for you entire year, so you can build community around it. And as well as the Canapii, we also supporting charities and help them and doing events for free, literally at the cost of at free at all. So it's very important to help charities. A great Canapii. We are with you on that.
Excellent. That's really good to hear. Judges, have we heard enough at this stage? I wish we could have all day to ask questions, but we can't. Is there anything else that I'm going to allow one of you to ask one more question if you want.
Oh, can I? Sorry,
Ooh.
Go
did
for
I
it,
jump in
Michael.
there?
Go for it.
Can I?
Yeah, it actually.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah, it applies actually to both Canapii and VI Events. So, how do you throttle the meeting requests in your application? You know, do you have any limit in place to stop the spamming of delegates?
Good question.
Should we go first? Yeah, great question. Yeah, it's a brilliant question. So we've got a few things in place. So you can set limits on number of meetings at an event, or you can set limits for number of meetings per attendee type. So for example, if you had exhibitors that you didn't want to bombard the rest of the delegation, you could say, we want this person to only have 3 meetings, or we want this company to only have 10 meetings or whatever. So that's all possible.
Okay, and Stas?
For us, yeah, thank you. Thank you for the question. For us, it's a little bit more complex because we have a wide variety of features. You can limit specific people that can speak with each other. Like you have a group that can discuss with each another, or they cannot discuss, like for medical events, for reference. Doctors cannot speak with patients, so you can separate those groups. And you can limit the number of connections you can create per event. You can either create an entire open event where people can freely discuss with each other, or you can say you can engage 100 connections, 200 connections. And of course, a person can be flagged as a spammer. We have algorithm that checks that the person sends the same request to all people. Like you need to invest in the messages that you send in your introduction. If you repeat that message, you might be flagged as a concern, and then event organizer can block you.
Okay, that's good.
Right, guys, judges, I think that's it for questions, I'm afraid. I'm going to send you backstage again. Please deliberate between yourselves. Please decide between you first, second, and third, and then we'll bring you back in a minute or two to announce in which order our finalists have placed. Thank you very much. And while the judges go off, guys, difficult, easy? Matt, I'm going to start with you. What's it been like to go through the startup competition? Has it been beneficial to you? How do you feel about it?
Do you know what? So I judged this for its first few years, and I always wondered what it would be like on the other side. So finally being on the other side, I realized how nervous people get. Fortunately, never at the live event. We never had a little person running around like that. But it's been absolutely amazing. Even getting to this stage before, very gratefully being sort of chosen for the final 3. The amount of interest that we've had through that and then through ETO USA and Canada has been phenomenal. So I would strongly advise any startup. You could be at the most early stage, I think, but to absolutely get involved for the next iteration, because it's been incredibly valuable for us for lots of reasons, definitely.
Thank you, mate. Eleanor, Rita, how's it been for you?
Well, Matt, the first thing I want to say is your daughter is amazing. She's done very well. But it's been a tough year, setting up a company and doing everything, growing a team and trying to remain global. That's been our priority. So when it comes to conversations like this, where you get only a few minutes to say everything you want about how amazing your colleagues are, then it's a challenge. It's very difficult, but hopefully we've given enough to give you an indication of what we've been up to.
And there's so many amazing companies here, and so it's so amazing to be next to you guys as well, and to kind of see everyone side by side. It's a great way to kind of meet other people within the community and to kind of see what's up and coming and the biggest innovations.
Yeah, and I think at the moment, just my own personal thoughts at the moment, there's a huge amount of collaboration, partnerships, participation. Everybody's learning from each other right now. And I think these startup competitions are really important for the industry because it gives the organizers an opportunity to see lots of those cutting edge technologies coming out into play, people approaching, even after 12 months, virtual events in different ways, coming out with different pricing models, different functions, different features, different packages, supporting different types of events as well. So it's great to see you guys all coming at, things in different angles and different ways. Stas, I'm going to come to you now. This is your second startup competition with us. How was this one compared to the first one, and how has it just been for you in general?
So first of all, I must say you're doing an amazing job each time. So, and this one you even improved even more, because last year when we had a competition, there was not enough space. Like haven't time to pitch, and we were playing a recorded pitch that we pre-submitted. So here we had a much more stage to express our product, to understand, and the questions was very interesting and very valuable, and the whole experience. When we prepare for these competitions, we rethink our strategies, we repeat our messages. It's helped us to grow just by preparing for these competitions.
Awesome, awesome. I'm just going to give the judges a couple more seconds. I can see there's a WhatsApp chat here, and they're going backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. So no, but nothing's been decided yet. It's literally that hot. They're asking each other to, why are you saying that? Why do you think that? Did the questions do it justice? All that kind of stuff. While we're doing that, is that what's been the highlight of the event for you up to now? Eleanor, Rita, I'm going to come to you. Has there been anything that's stood out about Event Tech Live in general, other than the startup competition, obviously?
Yeah, well, two things. Loved the opening session. That was amazing. I think it's incredible to see, because obviously we've attended the European UK version as well. It's amazing just to see how things are expanding within such a short space of time. Like, I think there's been more growth and innovation within this industry in the last 6 months than there has been in the last 10 years. It's incredible to see it kind of all laid out like that. But also the meetings and the networking opportunities have been incredible. And I think, I'm sure everyone here will say the same thing, to just get that visibility in front of everybody, to have a platform that everybody trusts, for that to be able to happen, has been by far the highlight for me.
Awesome. Right. It sounds to me from the WhatsApp, I've got party faces, I've got smiley emojis, I've got thumbs up, I've got champagne bottles. So I think we might be there. Rick, my operator, can we have the judges back? Guys, was that a little tough? Was that quite a challenge?
That was
really
hard.
Only because you limited the number of questions. If we could have had 3 questions, we really would have come up with it faster, because there's a couple points in there that we kind of wanted to know, and we just kind of had to rely on each other, which is the beauty of having judges. So.
Well, listen, I think that's feedback for us. Let's see if we can switch this competition up for next time. Maybe do more questions, actually arrange those on the platform next time with the judges and stuff. I'll take that on board, Tess. I'll take that on board. So, Abby, I'm going to come to you first.
Yeah.
What's it been, without revealing the order?
Yeah,
that's very important. Like, without revealing who is ranked where, what's it been like?
It's so hard. I mean, we did get to view the demo videos on the Event Tech Live website first, so it gave us a good idea. But 3 minutes is just so short. I mean, how anyone is meant to get their information across in that time is beyond me. I wouldn't want to do it, guys. So it's really difficult. And as you say, I mean, we all had very many questions. Even as the pitches were happening, we were typing them into the WhatsApp. But everybody's got their unique things, and I mean, each bit of tech is very different. So, very hard. That's all I can say. Enjoyable though. I mean, I love. It's great to be a part of this, because this is why we come to Event Tech Live, right? To find new stuff and get inspired, which we all have. I know, because of the amount of questions in there. So.
I was always told 3 minutes was a long time, Abby, but maybe I've been lied to all of my life. So, Tess, the duty falls to you. Can you please reveal who has been crowned gold winner? Tess, over to you.
Oh my gosh. So I'm going to bestow the gold dust to, but before I do, let me say thank you to each one of you. You all did an amazing job, and thank you for giving us the feedback that you did, because it was very helpful in that process. And I wish you much success in the future. But as judges for this year's Event Tech Live Startup Competition, the gold goes to Canapii. Yeah.
Oh, that's really good.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank
Congratulations.
you.
Congratulations. And it
Thank
was
you. I
tough.
think
Again, it was tough because we had 1, 2, 3, and then it went 2, 3, 1, then it went 3, 2, 1. So do not either one of you all feel any different.
Yeah, I probably can't show you probably can't show you the WhatsApp, but trust me, she's not lying. It was backwards. It was like a three-way tennis match. It was, wow, not seen that before. Eleanor, Rita, congratulations. Very quickly, how does it feel to win?
Yeah, great.
Yeah, it's great, but we are only two of the people in Canapii here. This is for all the people that have worked day and night. Realistically, those guys are the heroes. We're just here showing you what they've done. They are the real heroes.
Well, congratulations. There's a digital $7,000 check coming your way to spend with us at Event Industry News to hopefully help you market Canapii to the audience for the following year for the following 12 months. So we'll get that over to you in some shape or form, maybe an email, I don't know. Okay, so Michael, to reveal second place.
So second place, before I announce the silver medalist, there's actually a great funny story here, because at our own event 2 months ago, back in March, my partner accidentally, he presented the third place and then he completely skipped second place and went straight to the winner, right? So the winner came up on stage, presented the award of the competition, and then it's like, oh no, and then we had to, oh, sorry, we've missed out second place. You know, when I saw that I'm announcing the silver medalist, I was a bit anxious. But having said that, congratulations to Matt and Twigged for coming second in the competition.
Awesome. Congratulations, Matt.
Awesome news. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Matt, congratulations. $4,000 prize winging its way to you for exactly the same, to help you market Twigged to the eventindustrynews.com audience, and the Start Magazine and Event Tech Lab prizes will also be a part of that, as they are for everybody. So that means that bronze goes to VI Events. Stas, congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Made the final.
Yay!
Thank you, and I really want to congratulate Canapii and Twigged. They are both amazing startups, and I wish everybody here a huge success in upcoming years.
Same to you.
That's very kind of you, mate. Well, guys, girls, everybody that's watching, thank you for sticking with us through the startup competition. Eleanor, Rita, Matt, Stas, you've done extremely well. Congratulations for winning the prizes and the positions that you have. You should be very proud. Abby, Michael, Tess, thank you for working with me and being so patient, and also so good under pressure within the time that I have allotted you to make a decision. I know that's not very easy at all. That brings us to the end of the inaugural Event Tech Live US and Canada Startup Competition. Our next one will be at the UK event. I'm sure we'll have some of these guys back entering that leg of the competition as well. And we will see you very shortly in the next session.